everyone. We just left Bonita and we are on I think we're at Three Oaks, where Imperial begins. Three Oaks. So here's just a short drive. As I go back to Fort Myers, I was in Bonita Springs. And I'm by myself. I don't normally do that on this channel, but I'm here today. Jose and I went to go pick up this car because we got some work on it in Bonita. So he's going off. He's going to go spend some time with his dad, and I'm going back to Fort Myers. But I'm doing this drive by myself. Yes, I know everyone is scared right now because I am driving, but here we are. It's really quite beautiful. I've always really liked this drive. We're by Coconut Point because we're at Coconut Road right now, and just going on a cruise back to Fort Myers. On a cruise back to Fort Myers. Very tree-lined drive. This is like a back route. I've always really liked this road. It feels so natural. But yet so it was created, but they really did this road right. With landscaping and everything. It's not always like this. Usually it's kind of barren sometimes in Florida with the build, but they put in the trees have kind of matured, so it looks nice. I'm finally doing better. For a few weeks there, it was really rough with because I caught the virus. Yeah, I caught what's going around. So, but I'm finally doing better. Thankfully. So, here we go. There are a lot of communities on this road. This is like where they put private communities along this route. And it's also one of the most clear roads in the area because everybody goes on 75. Some people head this way, but 75 gets bottlenecked around this time of day. This is so nice. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it looks so nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would take this road up to see my parents a lot of times. Yeah. Because it's more clear than 41. And usually in the morning I would take this route. Especially when people were in hospitals, because this leads out right to Gulf Coast, and I would have to go up a lot. My dad was sick for what? My dad had passed away years ago, but this route was usually better in the mornings, so when I would go see him, which was a lot, I would take this route because it goes straight to the hospital without too much traffic. Usually I'd take 41 because that was more direct to their house, but No, it's been a little different. So, yeah. Very hard time in my life, but I got through it. And anyone going through the same type of thing, you'll get through it. This is like the San Carlos crowd, but it is a little bottlenecked, more than usual, so more than I usually experience, because I think we're coming up to other streets. And we're gonna probably pass the Gulf Coast Town Center too. This is where I wish I had 2 phones, but Jose and I split up today. But I know where I'm going. A little divot in the road. So it feels like everything's off balance for a moment. Get what that road is. Corkscrew. Corkscrew. Well, I told y'all I'd be doing more videos on my own. And today is the day. Some people don't realize that, but we had a live stream on Sunday when we were coming back from Miami. We were in Miami all night making videos, and we did a live stream, and I told everybody what our plans were. I'm going to start making top 10s of my own. I've got one planned, which I think tonight is the perfect night for me to work on it, because he's going to go spend some time with his dad. Because he needs to spend some time with his daddy. Since we have been sick, he has not been able to see his dad. And his dad's been having some troubles when we were sick. It's always when we're sick, something happens. So, yeah, a few things happened. But I wasn't letting you go, but okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing you gotta watch out for around here. Especially during season, people will just like pull out in front of you and say, oh, well. So there are a lot of accidents during season. And usually it gets really bad January through March, which is what we're in right now. We're in February, so we're in the harsh part. Yeah, I got a video that's probably going to come out in a few days. And then, there's a video Jose is going to have to help me on, because I have to get some information from another computer, and it's going to be a sit down, but it's going to be very special and on this channel. And it's not a video that we typically do. So, hopefully everyone will like it. Here at Corkscrew. I think one more street and we'll be where we need to be. This is Nycomute. Back to Fort Myers in rush hour. You see, this road goes to 75. No, there isn't a... Yeah. There is. But you see cross streets and stuff like that. It's all bottlenecked, pretty much. It's going to be bottlenecked this time of day. Because that goes out to 41 and everybody lives around here in St. Carlos. There's a lot of people that live in St. Carlos. And a stair out. This is a stair out. Somewhere up here I'm going to take a right. And then I'm going to get on Ben Hill Griffin, which turns into Treeline. trees, but a lot of the trees are doing really well. We were in North Florida and we got pictures of some of our plants and it was like frozen, and then it didn't seem like there was that much issues in North Florida. It got colder here because there was like ice around our plants, and I don't know. Seems like the more north you go, it should be colder, but it didn't seem like it. To go there a lot when we lived in Naples, especially the Bass Pro Shop. The Bass Pro Shop used to have a restaurant there, and they had gator nuggets, and Jose and I would go there and get a couple orders of that. It was real good. We usually only went there for gator nuggets. If you've been living in Florida and you've never tried gator, try it. It's so good. There's very few places around here that have them, but if you can find a place that has them, they're very good. A place that has really good gator nuggets is Swampy's in Denellen. They have some real good gator nuggets. Backfired. They updated the sign recently, it looks like. But this, I think this route saved us a lot of time today instead of going on 75. Golf Galaxy. Where that light is up there is Alico. And if you've never been out here, if you're familiar with 41, there's you can get Alico from 41, and you can also come here through I-75. Exit 128. So if you're coming down here for the first time and want to go shopping, there's your place. They got a lot of stuff. They got a movie theater. I used to go to the movies there quite regularly. But they put in a lot, like this, a lot of this is new. Like Gulf Coast Town Center came in, I think when I was in high school. But I didn't really spend too much time there. Coconut Point and Gulf Coast Town Center are fairly new. Like, they came in like within the last 20 years. Because when we lived in like the early 2000s, it wasn't here. They really built up. The only thing that was around when I was in middle school was Edison Mall and Coastland Mall. We didn't have, I think, the Outlet Mall was around. Off Corkscrew, that was around. But all this stuff is new. And they've just kept putting stuff in, and what they need to do is add some more roads. Keep putting houses, but you don't add jobs and roads to get everybody through. So we probably need like a 75 extension or something that goes around instead of straight shots, so everybody's not bottlenecked. Because this area is growing. It just keeps growing and growing. Thing I found is a lot of the back routes that we used to take going far back is the back routes are getting way more crowded, and the main streets are just as crowded. Coming through, as you're coming through the last year and last few years, everything is changing. Like around 2015 is when more people started moving in, but they moved in full time. Because before like 2015, we had a lot of elderly people, or people over 55 retirement age. I know 55 is not elderly, but like retired, like we had that steady stream of snowbirds, and then snowbirds started staying year round, and then we had younger crowd move in. It's been different, because we used to go to the beach in like 2015 and there'd be like no one there during the summer. Now if you go to the beach in the summer, it doesn't matter what kind of thing is going on, it is crowded. You can't find a parking spot, and it's terrible. So a lot of times we would stop going to the beach, because we'd go to the beach and Barefoot Beach, and there's a long trail, and we'd walk the trail, and you know, we just stopped going because we couldn't even get a parking spot. It was terrible. We used to have so much fun. We'd be out there late into the night fishing and walking trails, running into raccoons. It was a lot of fun back then. But then we tried in 2016 and 17, and there were just way too many people. Or it'd just be packed, you wouldn't be able to do anything, and it lost its magic. So but this is home. I don't know if I'll live here. I mean, we ended up back here after Alabama because we needed, we really needed our support system, our family, after that experience. But I don't see myself here, full time at least. I probably need to go somewhere during the summer, because it's just too much for me. But it is what it is. It gets so hot during the summer. It is unbearable. Clouds coming in. Maybe it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Let me get out of this lane. Because it just seems to be a little too much for me. There's Daniels, which is exit 131. So we're making our way. We're making our way to where we need to go. subdivision out here. plantation. There we go. The plantation. There's Marina Bay. It's like an old truck we had a long time ago. Bermuda Lakes up there, or Botanica. I'm blind. Botanica Lakes. Bridgetown at the plantation. There's Treeline Elementary School. With this part of the road. I don't usually come on this stretch, but I know where it's taking me. Colonial Country Club. I've been in there once. A long time ago for a job Jose had. Or we bought something, I don't know. I remember going in there. Preserve. Pelican Preserve up here on the right. Town Center. I gave y'all a warning. watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.